Hey, it's Rick here, and one of the most popular cases by SwitchEasy for the iPhone 3G and 3GS was the Capsule Rebel. Well, recently SwitchEasy announced that they're now bringing the Capsule Rebel to the iPhone 4, and I was able to get my hands on one of each color. I've got the black, the red, and also the white. So I want to show you these up close. We'll see what's included in the box and how it fits on the iPhone. So let's have a look. So this is the SwitchEasy Capsule Rebel for the iPhone 4, and it's going to come in this type of packaging. So it's a little challenging to get open, but once you do, you're going to find a number of things inside. Again, typical SwitchEasy fashion, they do give you a lot for your money, and it kind of gives you a rundown of everything that's included in the box. On the outside of the box, what you get is two screen protectors, and they do have all the necessary cutouts that are required for the front of your iPhone. You're also going to get a microfiber wipe. You're going to get a squeegee for the application of the screen protectors. You're also going to get matching colored port covers. So these are the red, and again, these are used for covering up your 30-pin connector on the bottom of the iPhone, and these are used for covering up your headphone jack. And depending on what color you get of the case, it's going to match, so red, white, or black. These are universal dock adapters, so that once you put the case on, you can plug this into whatever accessory you're using, and your iPhone with the Capsule Rebel will fit. This is a video stand that is included, and again, you can see it's a hard plastic. And then finally, you get a user manual that just kind of gives you a rundown of how to apply this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you what each color looks like on the phone, and we'll start with the black. And again, the nice thing about these cases is that you can mix and match them if you have more than one, and I'll show you that at the end of this video. So application is relatively simple. You're going to slide this in from the top first and then push down. This is an outer shell that is somewhat flexible. It's like it feels like a TPU case, but it has a real nice feel to it. And then the outer shell, the way SwitchEasy recommends in their manual is you're basically going to want to put this side on first to line it up with your buttons. And then once you've done that, you're just simply going to push this down and into place. And you can hear how that kind of snapped in place. So this is the black Capsule Rebel. As you can see on the front, there is a slight bit of give there. It is nothing that I'd be too concerned about. It's not sagging by any means. It doesn't feel like it's going to lose its rigidness there over time. The sides are completely fine because that outer shell really covers up the softer inner shell on the edges, so you don't get any real pull. And then the bottom, I know on some of the older Capsule Rebels there was some issue with a sagging area here. I haven't seen that to be true. Now keep in mind it is a bit thin here, so you're going to get a little bit, but it's nothing too terrible. So let's take a tour of the case. You can see here on the side you've got your switch for silent. It's very easy to get to. You don't really have to have long fingernails to reach in there. It's not very deep. You've got your buttons for your volume, which again are very easy to press. There's no resistance there. This is what the bottom looks like for your 30-pin connector, and also for your speaker and for your microphone. Lines up pretty well. This side is all enclosed. And then up on the top, you've got your sleep-wake button that is covered. And then also you've got your headphone jack as well as your noise-canceling microphone there, and you can see that right there. So overall, everything seems to fit and line up pretty good. Here's your camera cutout. It's pretty generous, and what they've done as an added layer to prevent issues with the flash causing whiteout pictures and things like that is they put an inner ring that is black here. And I've tested this inside a couple of dark rooms, and I haven't found any issues with the flash. So you can see that there. This is the design on the back. You've got SwitchEasy logo right there, but to have a close-up look, this is what it looks like. And again, that is a black. So to take the case off, what you're simply going to do here is you're going to, again, work one end
and simply pull. And when you do, the case will come off. It's going to give a little pop, and you can give it a push. And off that outer shell comes. I've only done that a couple of times, so I'm sure after I do it a few more times it's going to get easier. I'm not going to give you a tour of the other two, but I am going to show you what they look like on the phone in case you'd like to see that. So putting the white one on now. And I will say that the inner color on this particular case, it is a slight different shade of white. Don't know if you can catch it on the camera here, but it is slightly different. The outer shell is almost like a pure white, and then the inner shell has a slight hint of almost like a cream color white to it. It's not terribly bad, and it still looks really good on the phone, but that's what it looks like here. You can see the sides and everything else. So that is the white. And again, to take the case off, you just kind of pull on one end, and it's going to give a little pop, and when it does, you'll be able to get the rest of that case off. You want to push on that kind of inner shell there, and it will come right off. And again, with these different colors, I haven't noticed any issues with sagging or anything like that. So this is the red. And again, to work one side, usually the button's first, and then you're going to push this one on. Here's the red. And again, you can see there how they've done that area around the camera and the flash with the black ring. So that is very nice because it prevents issues with whiteouts and things like that. So that's your red Capsule Rebel. And then, as I've mentioned, you know, if you've got a couple of these in different colors, you can mix and match. So let me just show you as an example, if you wanted to do, let's say, a red and a black. I've got the red inner shell, and I just put on the black. So there you go. That's one color combination you could think about doing, and that's what it looks like kind of on the front and from the sides. And then if you want to do other combinations, you can get really creative with this, right? You can mix and match. So do red and white, might look like a candy cane. I don't know if I'd like that, but you can, you know, really get as creative as you like with these cases. One other combination that I'll show you here that might be kind of interesting that I was thinking about is black and white. So let's take a look at black and white and see what that looks like, and then we'll wrap up the video here. So this is the black inner shell and the white outer shell. Snap that on, and there you have it. So that is black and white. And that's what that looks like. And there you go. So you can really get creative as you like, mix and match colors, do whatever you like with this case. It's a really good case overall. I like the feel. I will say that on the edges, it is a little bit, I don't know if slippery is the right word for it, but it doesn't, in this area, give as much grip. So that's something to consider. Definitely not a deal breaker in my opinion, but it's something to consider. The other thing I would say is because the way that the back is made, it does give a nice grippy feel there. So I'll show you what I mean in just a moment, and just do one more color combination here for you. And this is the white inner shell with the black outer shell. So that's what that looks like. And this is what I was talking about. This gives some good grip, so when you're holding it, it helps on the back. But again, this side is a little bit slippery. It doesn't feel like it's going to go sliding out of your hand by any means, but keep that in mind. So that is the Capsule Rebel by SwitchEasy. You get a lot for your money for this case, and I think it's a pretty good one, so you can do some pretty creative things with it. If you guys have questions, please let me know.